Did you always wish there were a blueprint for you to figure out your life, to know how to live your life in the best way, how you could have the right career, vocation, relationship, how you could become abundant, how you could become happy, how you could achieve all those things, and you wish there were a plan that could have you do that? There is, and that's what I was given. That's what my life gave me to bring to the world to give to you. And it is a blueprint for your best life. That's exactly what it is. And it only took me 36 years to receive it, to write it, to put it together, to understand it, and to prove its results. Because the results are that you find your authentic self. You start living with authenticity. You become happy because you're doing what you're meant to do. And you've moved through all the generational trauma that's held you back, because that's all that it ever is. It's something that you've accepted in your thinking or your consciousness and have made it real, and it keeps repeating and repeating, programming. And then you can't get out of it, and you wonder what's wrong. Well, what's wrong is that you may have been looking in the wrong place, because the place is always within you. It's always inside you. The plan was given to you when you were born. It's never something outside in the outside world. It's always within. But then we have to find ways of uncovering that. We'll go to school. We go to coaches. We may go to therapists. We may do all sorts of things to find that place that could tell us how to live our best lives. And then you will hear very, maybe esoteric things that tell you how you can go about it. Well, I wrote it all. I lived it. And it's based in science. And it always works. And at my age, at 74, I can tell you that this is the blueprint to your best life. It's the blueprint for your best life, and you will uncover it if you use it. And I'm talking about it today because it's Sunday, and this is when I said this is the last day for people to come in to take advantage of the special that could have them change their lives for so little money. And I'm saying that because it is really that. But let me show you why it works. Most people didn't understand this when I didn't understand it either. I didn't believe it at first. You can read books, you can read all sorts of things, but until you see it work, you don't know that it has any value. Well, this has worked. It's worked on me, and it's worked on so many others. That's why I know its value. The only thing that I didn't do is charge enough for it, and I can say that so for so long now, because it's absolutely accurate. When you have something that can guide any person to living their best life, that could be worth, people will be willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for that instead of going through the struggle and the suffering that they've been subjected to, or they felt like they've been subjected to throughout their lives. But now you don't have to do that anymore, because I have the plan. It's the blueprint for you. It's never telling you what you should do. It's uncovering what's within you, because that's the only thing we have to do. And we start to understand that through the different sciences, and then there's a connection, and that is the connection that I received through Wilhelm. That didn't make sense to me either until I started seeing it and saw it demonstrated and proven through technology. No, technology said this is absolutely correct. Well, it would have to make sense if I could have healed all the things and moved through everything that I did in my life. So that's the experience that went into it as well. But the other part of it, I was connected to a different intelligence that I didn't even understand, that I didn't know how powerful it was. Part of it was given to me in when I first started discovering this in 1989. It showed me that I had uncovered this power that I was probably a little afraid of, and walked through my life being afraid of it. Well, can't do that anymore, because now it's time for it to be changed. And I'm talking about this because Sunday is a powerful day, but on Monday there's something else that's happening. Just just a little shift in the planets, and so we'll come to a little more awareness. We don't always understand how the changes in our planets and everything going on around us affect us individually, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, but they do. And that's part of what I began to discover and what's gone into this work. Because what I also found is that the information that I was given through Wilhelm was energetically aligned with the changes that were happening in the world. And you can go to the website anyadvicefortoday.com and you can check it out. You can go in and search some of the messages, put in, if you're an astrologer, put in some dates and see what comes up, and you'll find the accuracy of it. It took me so long to really accept this, because I had to say, how did this happen? Sometimes our logical minds will not help us. They just, because we can't figure it out. As humans, we're always developing something new. And the last few sessions of Wilhelm Live sessions explain that as well. But this is the, not the proof, but the explanation, if you will, of how this happened and why your last development program is a blueprint to your best life. That I can say for sure. And it is this. Well, first of all, as I said, I started in 1989. I wrote every single day. I am writing this information down. I am compiling it. And this is how it came out. Wilhelm's messages go beyond inspiration. They bring about real, measurable inner transformation. That transformation happens because Wilhelm's guidance aligns with both universal laws of consciousness and modern scientific principles. It rewrites the mind, neuroplasticity, and you've heard about that. You can see how that begins to change you from the inside out. Then it works with universal laws, quantum principles. Again, something I could not have known until it was analyzed by artificial intelligence and said, this is exactly what I was receiving. Then the next one, it heals emotional patterns. That's the only thing that's going on for any of us, is those emotional patterns that have kept us stuck, for instance. And that's what leads to so many other things. It restores autonomy. And that is the cognitive behavioral training that you can think of, or therapy, as we've also thought of it, because we have to change the way we used to think to get to the new place within us, or within the world, actually. And it also is the thing that has treated so many things like anxiety and depression, all of which I suffered from for years. Those are no longer there because due to this work. It activates your true identity, self-actualization, and we've heard of that. That's what Abraham Maslow often taught us or showed us. It was surprising to me to find that the work that Wilhelm had given through me was exactly that. And in short, Wilhelm's work changes you because it's aligned with truth. It works because it reflects how your brain, body, and energy field actually function. It works because it speaks to your soul's deepest knowing. It works because it returns your power to where it always was, in you. And that I can say for sure. I tell you, in 2021, when it was revealed to me that I had this work, I doubted it. I said, this couldn't possibly be happening. And then I used it. I put people in a program, and I said I still was doubting, but I wanted to know, because I always have to have verifiable proof. I always have to have concrete evidence before I would present anything. And I've done that throughout my life. I was a vocal coach for more than 35 years. I still do that a bit, but just the same thing. When I say to someone, this is what you can do, I have to guarantee it. And that's what I had to do with this work. So after 4 years of seeing it and seeing where it could still go, I know that this is the blueprint for your best life. So do check it out. I will leave the information in the description. But if you are ready to move to that place now, then you want to join us. And the reason that this works, again, is that you're receiving information daily, or however often you choose to do it, but it's going to be more than 90 days of this work, and you're receiving information, you're reinterpreting it within yourself, and then you're integrating it within you. You become this new person. You start to see yourself in a new way. Your clarity, which is your vision of who you are and what you can become, start to change. But then your confidence is the main thing, and your empowerment. And those are things that happen over time. Not overnight, but you get there. But you needed a plan, and this is the blueprint that has been proven. It's scientific. It's already produced the results, which you will hear when you listen to the people, the testimonials of just a few people. We're going to have so many more soon. But take advantage of the special this weekend, and you will never be the same. That I can guarantee it, because you will be better. That's what will happen when you use this blueprint. See you soon.